Hey, what's up, everybody? This is a WFSO report, Bucks edition. I guess there's a couple of things to talk about, and like another news that just popped up, not too long ago, maybe like a few minutes ago to this recording. So we're gonna talk about that too. So I guess they put up something on Behind the Bucks Pass about their small forward problem, which I don't think they do really have a problem. Like they got, Torian Prince. They end up resigning him, so he's probably going to end up being, in on the coming from the bench. So and plus, hopefully, Kyle Kuzma, he's been working out this summer, and hopefully, it translates to him being a little bit of a player, better than what he was, 2 years ago when he was with Washington. So have over 22 points a game and good rebounding and stuff like that. So that's what we're looking for. So so this article is just saying Milwaukee Bucks they think they need to add a small forward. But Torian Prince currently serving as the lone one on the roster, which is not true because they're not adding on Kyle Kuzma because he can be like a combo forward, so they can do that. Or they can end up resigning Thanasis if they want to. So so they said Caleb Houston checks off a lot of boxes for the Milwaukee Bucks. So I don't see them needing like another small forward if they want to have somebody that can play like a wing. Like they signed Gary Harris because like they can probably put him like at the 1 or the 2 or the 3 if they wanted to. So I'm about to say, I think that's one of the reasons why they signed Gary Harris. So it's just like I don't know, just some of these you just question, some of these writers and stuff like that. I don't know. That's why part of the time I just can't stand, when it comes to sports media. They just don't look at things. So okay, Milwaukee has been on a youth branch this summer, which is true. They in the youth movement, which ain't nothing wrong with that. So locking down key pieces such as Gary Trent Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., and Jericho Sims while bringing Miles Turner. If they want to keep the trend alive, they should give Houston 22 a call. Beyond just his age, he has intriguing build and skill set that could make him a qualified candidate to fill Milwaukee's lingering small void. Right off the bat, he shoots the ball incredibly well for a 6'8" forward, knocking down an impressive 37.2% of his career triples, which is 3. Okay, 40% from last year. He especially efficiency on his wide open looks this past season with 41 to 81, which is 50.6. Might as well say that 51%. He ranks second in the entire NBA in percentage among players who attempt at least 81 wide open 3-point looks. Type of sweet perimeter shooter is always welcome next to Giannis. While he's also known for his shooting, he's also impressed some Orlando Magic fans last year with his defense. He won't be making any all-defensive teams anytime soon, but the 6'8" player, he moves well and can defend players on similar builds. It goes without saying that the Milwaukee Bucks couldn't use a lengther defender. Okay, a guy that can play, the shooting guard or small forward. You know what? Yeah, fine. So, on the downside, he isn't some electric athlete like some players Milwaukee has been linked to. In fact, among active players, he's the tallest, have not registered a dunk in a game per a fun graphic from Athletic. Another fun fact, Milwaukee's AJ Green is 5th on that list and listed as 6'4". Even if he's not dunking, Houston can make his mark like Green and does with his shooting and defense. So, okay, my thing is like, how would that, I'm just saying, how would that, work? And I don't think, Bucks can call, Orlando be like, okay, we're interested in this guy. What did it take, to get him? Maybe he'll throw like cash considerations or something like that. Excuse me. I don't know how they're gonna end up, getting it done. So it's just kind of like, dumbfounded. that they should Jets this, and they're not. Although he's not a free agent or anything like that, so it's like if he was a free agent, that's one thing. But if he's still under contract with Orlando, like how they gonna do this? I just don't see this happening. Although it's a good take from this writer about this guy, but Caleb Houston, but I don't even know that that it's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna just leave that one and just take that with like a grain of salt. But this is what I wanted to talk about that popped up. So the Bucks did retool Andre Jackson Jr.'s contract. Now I think today was probably the day that that some contracts were like guaranteed. You saw like this weekend they let go of Chris Livingston, which I don't get why. I really don't. But he signed with the Summer League roster. So they both Bucks and Andre Jackson Jr. had agreed to amend the terms of his contract for this year. So the adjustment adds both financially flexibility and roster optional. Well, roster option. We'll just say that. So he's going to get a $2.2 million deal that's supposed to be this year. So they're going to guarantee like part of his salary. The change give Milwaukee like more time to make roster decisions while giving Jackson some financial security. So I think it was like a note that they said they just gonna give him like $1 million guaranteed or something like that. So that's a possibility. So this move is part of a serious strategic decision as Bucks continue to retool around Giannis Antetokounmpo. Most notably, the Bucks, let go of Damian Lillard to create room for Miles Turner. So yeah, we already know what Miles Turner will like bring to the table. They just talk about it before. So. And also, like I said, the guy they got from Charlotte, Mikic, I cannot pronounce his like first name right, like Valis J. I don't know, but anyways, I think I mentioned on Sunday on Aftermath that they were gonna, eventually will buy him out. And so what they do, so they reach a $6.1 million buyout with him. So as a result, the move dropped their cap hit from $8 million to $2 million. So they're going to stretch out, his contract. So probably for like the next 3 years, they probably just going to end up paying him, $2 million a year. So they already going to be paying, Damian Lillard, like $22.2 million a year. So add that, and I guess that's $24 million in dead cap, which I know some people panicking about it, but at the same time, the salary cap is going to go up every year, so I wouldn't put it as like a main concern on that. But I know it's like a lot of money, but still, it's not that bad. So yeah, it's spread over the remaining salary over the next 3 years, including this coming year. In turn, this helps Milwaukee stay under the league's 15% stretch money cap limit, an increasingly important threshold for today's salary structure. So let's see. Okay, and they said the movement was seemed minor, but it's like providing flexibility while reshaping this supporting cast. So yeah, and Jackson, of course, 2023 second round pick, so promises as a high energy defender and transitional threat, with rotation spots still open and more signs likely delaying his guaranteed dates give the Bucks added control over the final roster decisions. So yeah, and like I said, them releasing them releasing the guy they got from Charlotte, which if they don't sign Bojo, like just to say for instance they do sign the rookie Bojo, they will have 2 roster spots left. If they don't sign Bojo to like an agreement like contract for the season, then they will have 3 roster spots left. So yeah, so just for now we'll just say they got 2 roster spots left. So We thinking one of them probably gonna be used, for like Chris Paul, like if they decide, or like Malcolm Brogdon. So that's a possibility. But I guess everybody right now just having their eyes on Chris Paul, since he admittedly saying that this coming season would be his last season in the NBA, and he's going to retire. So yeah, so they just that's all they doing, just waiting on like other things to happen, and just go from there. But like I said, I understand the moves and stuff, and like I'm glad they still attending, like keeping Andre Jackson Jr. Although his like offense is like a little bit there, but not there enough. But maybe the workout he did with Giannis, I think like the past week or two when they was in Greece. So maybe something like that will actually help him out. So, and plus he's gonna be playing in the summer league. Their game gonna be starting Thursday against the Nuggets. That's in the evening. So can't wait to watch that, and probably following following that game, we will do Bucks talk just to talk about that game, and plus a couple of rookies, Bojo and Mark Sears are going to be on that roster team. And there's some people that's on there, the roster, like some of them is like, okay, some people that was undrafted, and plus a few people that's on the Wisconsin herd. So it would be proven interesting to watch this. So y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all think about these moves that the Bucks had done for the past few days, including today. Also, we do like different content, not just Bucks, but wrestling, Milwaukee development, and comic book movies and TV news. We do all that stuff. So if you like something like that, you can check out the over 2,800 videos and counting that we have on YouTube. So check those videos out, and maybe some things that could be interesting in you. Also, we're trying to get subscribers, like 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So hopefully we can get to 1,000, and we'll do like a giveaway when we hit to 1,000 to some lucky YouTuber. So keep supporting us. Without you guys, it'll be no us. Also check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com with like videos like this, upcoming events in the Midwest wrestling wise, and all the other stuff that we got going on. So once again, thank Mike Robin Thompson and Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, which you can check them out on Facebook because they're doing a liquidation sale. So there may be some wrestling merch you may be interested in. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Man up, woman up, face up. Until the next video, you guys have a good one.